Hello everyone, I am Sai Pooja. Our topic is about breast cancer prediction. Our team members are Bharani Dharan, Monisha, and Praneeth. Breast cancer is one of the main cause of cancer death worldwide. There are many computer-aided diagnosis systems for improving the diagnosis accuracy. But using our project, we can reduce the chances of death. It is important to detect breast cancer as early as possible. And this is the architecture of our breast cancer prediction. Here you can see we have taken the image data and we are using data pre-processing. From that we get a train set and test set. Using a CNN algorithm, convolution neural network algorithm, we are evaluating the model, and by providing the input we receive from the user, we will produce as the output. Now next step is we are checking the prerequisites. Prerequisites are Anaconda Navigator, and in Python packages we can input NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Keras, TensorFlow, Flask, and there are some deep learning concepts we can look into like CNN, Flask, and Flask basis. The prior knowledge which we have to have is we have to know about the deep learning concepts like CNN. CNN is conventional neural network, and Flask where we run our program. Flask is a popular Python web framework. And next is project objectives. Our project objectives are to know the fundamental concepts and techniques of CNN, and we have to gain understanding of the image data. We have to build a web application using a Flask framework, that is a Python framework, and we have to know how to pre-process or the clean the data using data processing techniques. The project flow. In the project flow, we have the user want to interact with the UI to choose the image. We are using the CNN model to analyze the image, then prediction is showcased on the Flask UI. There are major steps that needed to be followed in the project flow are data collection, data pre-processing, model building, and the application building. These are the major steps that needed to be considered, and there are different functions that can be done in these steps. The project structure. You have seen we are taking a file of breast cancer data set and then test and then train, and the Flask web framework, and here we are uploading our data sets, breast training.ipynb and breast testing.ipynb and the training testing notebooks. Next, we can check the data collection. We are collecting data from many open sources are there to collect the data set. We are collecting our data from the Kaggle. I'll show you that. And here you can see that unique, we are considering some variables like ID, diagnosis, radius mean, texture mean, perimeter mean, and here there are various columns. Those are concave points, concave mean, compactness, and there are like the 32 columns that we are considering in this data set. And coming to the, and here we will get a link to download the data set. Now image processing. In image pre-processing, we are importing the data generator library from keras.preprocessing. We can input our data generator, and then we apply image data generator functionality to train and test the data. This is the code for training and the testing the data, xtrain and xtest. We are having different arguments like directory, batch size, target size, class mode, and some other. Next step is model building. Here we are building the model using convolution neural network. Here importing the model libraries. These are all the libraries that required for this project. Next, we are initializing the model. There are two steps to define neural networks, that is sequential and function API. Next, adding convolution layer. Model that add account 2D. This is the convolution. This is the code for adding the convolution layer. Then adding pooling layer, adding flatten layer, then we are adding dense layer and compiling the model. Now our model is ready for the testing purpose, and this is a test model. Now we are saving the model. Next is application building. Here application building using the HTML places, that is server side script, building the HTML pages, Python code, and running the application. I will show you the HTML code that we have presented in our project. This is the HTML code. You can see It contains the information, and we can set the background image size and all. And this is it. We are having our contact details also in this. You can see at bottom. This is our complete code. Here we can say the cancer is breast cancer is present or not by running by seeing the X-ray copies. We are training the model. This is the ideation phase. Here we are defining the problem statement and empathizing and discovering it and brainstorming it. Next one is project design phase 1. We have a solution and we have created an app for where x-rays can be inputted, and the app decide whether the person is having the breast cancer or not. Early detection of the breast cancer is very important to reduce the death rate. So thank you.
After the video, we see about the website development by Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, after the coding, we run it in Chrome. In Chrome, in Chrome window, we get the home page like this. After this, in overview page, we explain about the disease identification, time, cost and savings, real-time update and support and guidance. After that, when we diagnose the disease, we need to choose a file. That is an image from the folder. After the image chosen, we need to submit the file. It will give the prediction result as malignant by the picture. Malignant means they are having the cancer. The cancer is predicted, so it is important to take appropriate care and treatment to prevent further damaged cells. Thank you.